NBA 2K18 predicts the 2018 NBA playoffs. This is all through simulation, and I have a feeling that it's going to be a great one. I want you guys to comment below your playoff prediction, and whoever gets it right without editing their comment will win a free PSN or Xbox code. I promise. First off, let's acknowledge the people who work hard in school and work hard in their jobs, because compared to an athlete, they are less valued and appreciated by society. I even went through that in high school, so go ahead and tell a firefighter or a teacher that you appreciate them and encourage other students to keep on, grinding in school. But we can't ignore the fact that these NBA players gave us their all. They gave us a fantastic, unpredictable season this year. From off season to now, I would have never predicted all of this craziness, you feel me? So now that we're in the playoffs, I'm going to use NBA 2K18 Simulator to predict what might happen in the playoffs. Hey, are you looking for a safe and cheap way to purchase My Team coins? If so, then check out Morog.com. That's www.mmorg.com. The link is in the description if you can't find it, by the way. There's even a discount going on, you feel me? You gotta take advantage of that discount. I'm black, so I love discounts, you feel me? Actually, it don't even matter if I'm black. Everybody should love saving money, you feel me? So all you have to do is use the code TECH to get 7% off your order. That's T-E-C-H, TECH. You feel me? Try to save money, get 7% off your order. In the first round on the East, the Raptors matches up against the Wizards. It's a back and forth series that had a surprising ending. John Wall and the Wizards managed to upset the Raptors in a close Game 7. Next was the Cavaliers versus the improved Pacers. LeBron is no stranger when it comes to playing against the Pacers in the playoffs. Yeah, Victor Oladipo played his heart out, but LeBron James dropped 33 points with 3 steals, 2 blocks, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds to help eliminate the Pacers in 5. After that, we had the red hot 76ers match up against my beloved Miami Heat. Ben Simmons was doing work, racking up double-doubles, and when Joel Embiid returned, the Heat couldn't manage to slow them down. The Miami Heat were eliminated after 5 games against the Philadelphia 76ers. Last, we had the Boston Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks. I would have thought the Celtics would be struggling to even manage 5 games against this team because of their Kyrie Irving loss, but they held their grounds. They took it to 7 games, but Giannis and Jabari Parker took their game to a whole nother level in this series. Giannis kept dropping 30-point games and made the Celtics vanish in Game 7. On to the West, we have the Rockets versus the Timberwolves. It was a really surprising back and forth series that took 7 games to finish. Both teams played their hearts out, but in Game 7, CP3 expressed how frustrated he would be if he lost in the playoffs again. So he went berserk and dropped 30 points with 16 assists and 4 steals to defeat the Timberwolves. Next, it was the OKC Thunder versus the Utah Jazz. Throughout the whole series, Donovan Mitchell was silent. Meanwhile, the big 3 in OKC were going beast mode. Russell Westbrook hits a game-winning shot to help the Thunder seal the deal in 5 games. After that, we had the Blazers versus the New Orleans Pelicans. I wish DeMarcus Cousins were here because they probably would have made a deep run in the playoffs, but unfortunately for them, even with Anthony Davis dropping a 40-point game, they couldn't stop the dangerous backcourt of Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. Blazers eliminated them in 5 games. Finally, we had the Warriors versus the Spurs. Kawhi and Stephen Curry returned in Game 3 while the Warriors had a 2-0 lead. Curry managed to pick up where he left off, but the real reason why they managed to sweep the Spurs were because of Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson's outstanding scoring performances. After the first round, 8 teams were eliminated and 8 other teams managed to make it to the semifinals. On to the west side, we had Rockets versus the Thunder. It started as a back and forth series with the first 3 games being absolute blowouts, but then Chris Paul and James Harden took charge and won their last 3 games to send them into the Western Conference Finals, which means it would be Chris Paul's first time ever playing in the conference finals. Aww, I guess dreams really do come true. Next, we had the Warriors versus the Trailblazers. Unlike the Spurs, the Trailblazers managed to win a game because of CJ McCollum's effort. But damn, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant destroyed that Blazers team. Curry nearly drops 50 points in game 1, and Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson close out game 5 with 30 points apiece. Back to the East, we have LeBron and the Cavs up against John Wall and the Wizards. It was an entertaining series, but sadly, there could only be one winner, and that almost looked impossible to decide. The games finished with close numbers, wins and losses were back and forth. It really took 7 games to decide who was going to move on to the next stage. Fortunate for the Cavs, LeBron James, Jordan Clarkson, and Rodney Hood managed to close out the series by playing their hearts out and scoring 22 points apiece. Finally, we had the Bucks versus the 76ers, 2 young teams desperate for a championship. There was a lot of hunger, sweat, and ambition in this series between the 2 young teams, but for some reason, Jabari and Giannis are just playing out of this world. Nothing could stop these 2 from dominating wherever they want and whenever they want in the series. It looked like they were going to close it out in game 5, but Ben Simmons managed to take it to game 6 after putting up nearly triple-double numbers. But like I stated earlier, Giannis and Jabari are just unstoppable in the playoffs right now. So they managed to beat the 76ers in the next game to move on to play the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. 4 teams are left in the chase. Only 2 teams can advance to compete in the finals for a championship. In the Eastern Conference Championship, the Cavs were up against the Bucks. Throughout the whole series, no games were close. LeBron dropped 30 points per game, but it truly didn't matter because of the defensive effort the Bucks managed to give in this series. They managed to get more rebounds, more blocks, and more steals. And yet again, we had Giannis and Jabari Parker beasting. But in the last game, Eric Bledsoe comes out of nowhere and drops 33 points to eliminate the Cavs in 5 games, to be crowned the new Eastern Conference champions. Now they await to see who will they face at the finals. In the Western Conference Finals, we have 2 powerhouse Western teams going up against each other. Both teams are the best 2 teams in the NBA. This series was a huge nail biter because of all the craziness that was going on. The Warriors won game 1 because of Kevin Durant and Curry's 30 points performances. They also won a game 2 because of KD. So the Rockets are in huge trouble because they lost 2 straight games on their home court. To make matters even worse, Stephen Curry drops 42 points on Chris Paul's head to help the Warriors have a 3-0 series. And then this happened. Chris Paul turns up. His obsession of winning showed in game 4 because he dropped 35 points and grabbed 13 rebounds. That's insane to hear, bruh. Chris Paul grabbing more than 10 rebounds is just insane. After that game, he dropped 37 points to help push a game 6. But Curry refuses to allow a game 7. He dropped 41 points by making 6 threes. But while that was happening, everyone on the Rockets were playing great offense, and the game ended with Chris Paul scoring a game-winning shot to send the series to game 7. Unbelievable. A game 7 awaits, and the winner goes on to face the Bucks at the finals. James Harden and Stephen Curry battles each other so hard to the point the game was 120 to 120. Curry is on fire with 35 points and James Harden has 37. Houston has the last possession. Chris Paul was cold the whole game, so the ball remained in the MVP's hands. Klay Thompson tries his best to put a hand in the air, but James Harden sinks his 9th three-pointer to help the Rockets become the Western Conference champions. Unbelievable. The Warriors choke a 3-0 lead to the Rockets, and now the Rockets are facing the Bucks at the finals. This postseason has been really interesting. 2 teams were eliminated last round, and now we have 2 teams left, hungry for a title but only one can be a champion. And the winners were the Rockets in 4 games. None of the games were close. James Harden was averaging 32 points per game and Chris Paul was averaging 25 points per game. The team was just too great for the Bucks. James Harden and Chris Paul finally cement their names as one of the great champions in NBA history. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, it's free. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section below, and like I always say, 1,000 fans is way better than 1,000,000 views. So if you enjoy watching my content, support my channel by joining the Broovy gang and subscribing. It's free. And I'm so thankful to have 3,000 subscribers. We're near 4,000, and you feel me? The goal is to keep on grinding, trying to hit 100K. So thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate all of you guys. More fires coming on the way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Broovy Club, I'm signing out. Broovy gang.
She a cute because she's dropping it back. No, I'm not sleeping, but I'm hitting the sack. Yeah, feeling like Batman. Pull up like that, man. Yeah, I'm feeling like Batman. Pull up like that, man. Yeah, I'm